It is nice to have a plan for this deck, even if it's not particularly a great one. So this hand isn't good, but I think I'm going to have to keep it. His deck is a little bit slow, so hopefully we'll be able to duress him before anything stupid happens. Interesting. Now, well, now I kind of want to play Augur. Hopefully he doesn't have like turn 2 familiar. Hopefully he just goes bounce land go here. Okay, that's just as good. So this turn we're gonna break this for a swamp because I think we're gonna duress him. Ooh, shucks, what a bummer. Alright, that's fine. We can still duress him and take a Pyroblast if he has it. He does not have it. We're going to take this Frantic Search. The rest of his hand is just awful. He can't even really do anything but evoke a Moldrifter. So we're going to take that. We're going to play Evolving Wilds. And unless he top decks a Pyroblast or a Hydroblast here, we're going to be able to resolve Fire Slinger. He top decked a Bounce Land. That is acceptable. Again, still his hand has no action in it. So we're going to go ahead and get a Fire Slinger down. And hope to... yeah, that's what we're going to do. And then next turn, he still can't play Moldrifter. And after that, we'll have Tendrils up if he tries to go off. So, I think that's our best play. He could just play like Deep Analysis here, but again, there's really only so much we could do. I think next turn we're going to play Augur of Skulls and Sign in Blood. Is he evoking a Moldrifter here? Or snapping? Maybe snapping the Fire Slinger? He's snapping the Fire Slinger. That's okay. That is one less snap we have to worry about. Oh, but it allows him to play the Moldrifter. That's pretty good. So hopefully I draw something that can kill that, so he can't go too nuts with it. I did not. I guess I could use Tendrils, but he's already got another Moldrifter in hand. I think I'm just gonna go. He would have to tap out to play the Moldrifter, so I'm gonna go Augur, Fire Slinger. You can actually just get there with the 2 Moldrifters if I don't come up with anything. I mean, I guess I got Tendrils 1 and gain a buttload of life. If he has Snap, he can evoke Moldrifter or snap it in response to the trigger, but I mean, there's just nothing I can do about that. There's actually a lot of things right now that I can't do anything about. So, I'm hoping he tries to go off and it doesn't work. He's not going to go for that. Okay. Well, one can hope. So I'm taking 2 here. I'm definitely going to Augur him because the Augur isn't useful in any other way. And every card helps. Even if they're just land. Get to Slinger. You so fine. Just hope he doesn't have like the wall thing. I could Sign in Blood and dig for another land and then play Get to Slinger. I think that's better. Well, I missed it. I did hit Terminate though. So I'll still have a guy. Hopefully he doesn't like just beat me down with Moldrifters. I think that'd be pretty humiliating. I'm definitely gonna have to take some damage from the Moldrifters, but looks like it's Frantic Search time for him. This turn is probably gonna end in my whole board getting bounced. I hope he uses his last 2 mana and goes for a snap on the Moldrifter, and then I can terminate it and buy myself another turn. I'm pretty sure I'm end step terminating a Muldrifter anyway. Yeah, because there's really not a better use of my mana. If he has Snap, at least he can't go off with it. I still did not draw anything good. Well, I have to keep my mana open now. Because... Or is it even worth it? He's got 7 cards. I know he has multiple familiars. Probably plenty of draw stuff. I think I'm going to do the same thing I did last turn. And just, if he doesn't do anything, I'll Tendrils the Muldrifter. If I play Slinger and he has Snap, I'm pretty sure that's the game. Because he can just bounce his Muldrifter and then he'll have so many... Well... I can't let him play... I can't let him resolve one of the familiars. I just can't let him have that. So... The question is whether... I could play Phyrexian Rager and that advances my own board, but no, I can't do that. I have to hold up and hope to get something. Although my situation doesn't get a whole lot better. Oh, or you could just have Hydra Blast. That works fine as well. And now he's got Nightscape Familiar. And probably Convulsive Research. I think I just let him have this. He pitches a land. If he tries to play an untapped spell, like a Cloud of Fairies, then I'll just get rid of his Nightscape Familiar in response. Yeah. And he's still gonna have 5 mana, but at least he's not gonna have this guy. I think on my turn, I might just play Spectre. Well, let's see. I may not even get it next turn. I may get Temporal out of the game right here. Nope, does not look like that's going to happen. Unless he also has Snap. There's so much stuff he could have. Yep. Okay. Really don't want to just die of a Muldrifter. It'd be pretty bad. Oh, there's a Bolt. That allows me to do this number. Where I Spectre him. He pitches a card. He's probably going to just Hydra Blast my Bolt here, but that's okay. Still a card out of his hand. Alright, let's hope he cannot go off with the 2 cards in his hand. Or the 3 cards, I should say. But if one's like a Deep Analysis... Oh, this does not look good. I'm out of ways to kill Sunscape Familiar. And you're like, oh, 2 cards, that's no big deal. But 2 cards is so much. 2 cards is like Temporal Adept and the wall. The Mnemonic Wall. Okay, so he's just going to bounce 2 of my lands. That's actually relatively kind of harmless, because he's gonna go down to 1 card in hand, which I'm gonna play a land and take it away with Liliana Spectre, and then at least he'll be playing off the top. I'm also gonna trade Spectre for Muldrifter. Why would you attack with Muldrifter? Yeah. Doomblade. Yeah, I think I just Spectre away his last card here. And hope he doesn't have anything off the top. He hasn't had any way to stack his deck like a 4C or a Deep Analysis or anything. So, hopefully he doesn't go nuts. I think I just beat down. So, assuming he doesn't get anywhere, my next play is Doomblade the Sunscape Familiar, beat for 4. And then my play after that is Gitu Sling the Muldrifter, beat for 4. And it's not great, but eventually he's going to draw something that interacts with something. Okay, good. He drew a land there. Yeah, I'll take a point from the Nightscape Familiar. Does not bother me. Terminate. Oh, not good enough. Actually, it is pretty good, though. Because now we have options. We could bolt the Sunscape Familiar and play a Phyrexian Rager. We could also bolt the Sunscape Familiar and leave up Doomblade in case he draws into another familiar. Either way, we're beaten with one Spectre. We could Doomblade the Muldrifter, but I don't like that play. I don't think that play is any good. Do we want to race here? Probably. He's not going to be able to race us with just the Muldrifter, so get rid of this guy. Play Rager, go to 10. If he swings with Muldrifter, we go to 8, but that's okay. And next turn we can play Slinger and Doomblade if we want to. Or Rager and Doomblade. So hopefully he doesn't... We've emptied him, so hopefully he does not go nuts here. He needs anything like a Snap, Deep Analysis, Frantic Search, anything. Instead, he is playing nothing. Which is fine by me. Okay, so the question is, do we want to sling the Muldrifter out of the way? And I think we do. The reason we're going to do that is because it eliminates Snap as an out for him. He can no longer snap the Muldrifter to reload. Hydroblast is fine.